I'm 20 years old. I'm a student and learning and living.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, Han. Hello, Chin. Welcome to the class.
Yes, good morning, teacher and everyone. My name is Trins. I'm 28 years old. I'm living and working in Suna province. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to the class today. Hello, Hong.
Good morning, teacher, and hi, everybody. My name is Mỹ Hương. I'm 22, and now I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Hong. Welcome to the class. Hello, Anne.
Hello, teacher and everyone. My name is Anh. I'm 28 years old. I'm now living and working in Hanoi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, everybody. Today's topic, we have good news or bad news. Okay. So I'm going to start with you, Anne, and I'm going to ask you, which news media do you like the best? Do you like newspaper, radio, television, or the internet?
Yes, for me, I usually surf internet to read news. Internet to read news because it is very convenient. You just use a portable device, like smartphone or tablet to read news anywhere and anytime that you want. And there is many new website in the internet, and the information is very diverse. So we have many options to choose. That's why I usually read news in the internet.
That's good. Many options to choose. Thank you very much, Anne. Okay. Long.
Yes, I like the internet because the internet is general news media sources of the information in all over the world is updated every day. And besides that, the internet more convenient than others. Uh, we we don't we have we don't have to take a lot of money to buy newspaper, radio, or television. Just search in the internet anything what you need whenever and wherever.
Thank you, Huang. Thank you very much. Okay. Chen, open your microphone. Which one do you like, Chen?
Yes, the internet is a kind of news media I like the best because I think the internet is more confident than all kind of new media because I can access the internet everywhere, every time with Wi-Fi connection and a smartphone. And I think a lot of information in the internet are updated every day. And I think I can find some new information in the internet. I think so.
Thank you, Chen. Everybody's internet. Let me see. Hung. Which one do you think?
I also choose internet.
Look at my boxes, getting more and more. Why do you like the internet?
Because I think this is easiest and fastest way for everybody to know what is happening around us. And also the best way for every newspaper, because I think nowadays there are so many big newspapers through this through the internet like a way to promote their newspaper. Such as it is an internet version of some newspapers, such as Fox.
Okay. Thank you very much, Han. Thank you. Zhang, which one do you choose?
Again, I prefer the internet most because the other channels is not as convenient as the internet, and especially if the internet is free for every access, and the information is updated fast, quickly, and immediately when some issues happen. And I think it is very convenient for all of us to access just what just with desktop or the smartphone you have.
Thank you. I think because all my students are young today, that is why they all use the internet. Nobody is using television or the radio. Although me, I use the internet too. I don't watch the news. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, and we're going to okay, we have here, this is a quote, okay, so that I'm going to ask you, what does this quote mean? And I'm just going to read it out to you. It says, "But I know newspapers. They have the First Amendment, and they can tell any lie knowing it's a lie." What do you think this one means, Trang?
I'm not sure about that quote, but I think that the newspaper in the past was very popular, and the information updated on the internet, on the newspaper is not always right. So after that, after 2 or 3 days, they can update the information they wrote in the past to a mail.
Why, Trang, can I ask you, why do you think if the internet tells the truth and the newspaper doesn't tell the truth?
No, I didn't mean that. I just tell that the newspaper in the past, they sometimes update the raw information, and 2 or 3 days later they had amended. And I didn't compare with internet because and I think they have we accept some mistake at at newspaper, because I think it's sometimes we will accept that.
Thank you. Okay, that's a good reason. Thank you very much. Hung, what do you think this quote means?
The truth is, I don't understand what line one, but maybe line.
Okay, the First Amendment. The First Amendment is like a rule, like it's it's something that we have to abide by. Do you know abide? Okay, so basically the First Amendment, it means that, I'll explain it to you. For example, in America, the First Amendment, Google says the First Amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits the making of any law respecting an establishment of religion, so impeding the free exercise of religion and abridging the freedom of speech. So the First Amendment means that, you know, we can have the freedom of speech, okay, that we can do that. So the newspapers have the First Amendment. They have the freedom of speech, but they can tell any lie knowing it's a lie. So they are free to tell the world what they think is the truth, but sometimes maybe if they don't get the facts. I think that's what it means. Because what I think with the newspaper, I think that the internet tells the world, where the newspaper just tells your country. Like, I don't get to read the Vietnamese newspaper and you don't get to read the Australian newspaper. Okay, you go. You try and explain from there now.
I think this is the politics field, and the newspaper want to sell want to improve their self revenue, so they want to attract attention, everybody attention, so that they will write something, maybe not too, maybe even if they have to deceive everybody to have sell their newspaper.
Okay. And another thing I want to say about the First Amendment, it's basically it's a piece of paper, or that's a constitution, makes it illegal to make laws about religion, or it makes it illegal to stop freedom of speech. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Is that's why they call it the First Amendment. It's like this was put into government a long time ago, so it makes it illegal. So everybody is allowed to have freedom of speech. Everybody's allowed to have whatever religion they want to follow. That's what this First Amendment means. Okay, moving on. Chin, thank you very much, Hang. Chin, what do you think about the quote?
I don't understand this quote. Can you explain more?
Can I explain more? Okay. Well, the First Amendment is something from America, okay? So it's what the whole country in America runs on. So when they have the President of America, who is Obama, okay, the First Amendment makes it illegal to make a law about religion. So it doesn't tell the people in that country that they must be Christian, or they must be Jewish, or they must be Buddhist. They can be any religion they want. And it doesn't tell the people what they can say, okay? You're allowed to have freedom of speech, okay? And it doesn't stop people from practicing their religion. So all these things is basically giving that people freedom. So it's this sentence here, the First Amendment, is about freedom. We have freedom. We have freedom to think a certain way. We have freedom to have a certain religion. So we have freedom. So this one says, I know newspapers. They have the First Amendment, so they have freedom. But they can tell any lie knowing it's a lie. So people are saying maybe they don't trust the newspaper, because even though they have the freedom to tell the truth and tell their country what's going on, they can still tell a lie and know that it's a lie. Okay, that's what it means. I'm speaking too quickly for Trang. Sorry, Trang. I speak slow. Jin, can you try and describe now what you think of this quote?
Yes, I think newspapers tell about their countries, but I think internet can tell to every people about the world.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, yes. I think I can't find some newspapers about your countries because it is your country language. Yes, and I think newspapers have some rules when they talk about some event or some problem in the countries. I think so, but I don't understand the meaning of this quote.
No, you do understand. That's right. That is what it means. It just means that the newspaper. Somebody's saying this. Somebody's saying about the newspaper that they have to follow the First Amendment. So they have the rules they must follow, which is freedom of speech. So they have freedom. They have the freedom to tell their country whatever they want, right? Whatever the news is. But they also, what they should have is to tell the country the truth. So sometimes, they're not saying all the time, but sometimes they can tell a lie to the whole country and they know it's a lie, but they still print it. That's what they're saying. Okay, moving on. We're getting behind now. Huang, what do you think of this quote?
Yes, basically, I think The quote means newspapers and other media do not necessarily misreport or lie. Yeah,
Yes.
but they often leave out important details and write or say things in such a way that they use a person's words to fabricate lies or generate negative impressions. So you know that's the reason why the headline and the content becomes attractive more. So I think that's the profit purpose. People will be interested in hot lies. They're curious about it, and immediately they buy it without thinking. I guess I
Very
think that.
clever. Very well explained, Huang. Very well explained. Thank you. Can you explain the quote?
Yes. Uh, in my opinions, I think this quote means newspaper is freedom speaking, and the journalist can say the truth, and the information that the journalist write on the newspaper is truth or not. They just express their ideas or opinion in the newspaper, and the contents of newspaper is easy changeable, and they can say the truth or not, and after that, when they verify the information, they can amend it, and they can amend it the information.
Thank you,
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Jin, I don't have an assistant today, so no one can translate it. And yes, and in class, there is no class assistant. I don't know why they didn't give me one today. And this quote, even in English, it is not a popular quote. It's not something that we talk about a lot. So let's move on. Okay, I'll get Trang. Can you follow after me? Repeat these words: tabloid,
Tabloid,
publish,
public,
politics,
politics,
demonstration,
demonstration,
arrest,
arrest,
and protest.
protest.
Okay, can you choose one of those words, please, and give me the definition?
I choose public. It has the same meaning with it shows newspaper or information.
Can you put into a sentence for me, please?
This that that national newspaper publish the news every day.
Say it again.
That national newspaper publishes news every day.
That national newspaper publishes news every day.
Yeah.
But you didn't use the word tabloid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I choose the publish. Okay.
Oh, you choose publish. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I put the wrong one. Oh, I think she did not use. Okay, then your sentence is perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you, Trang. My mistake. Okay, Trang, can you read the words for me, please?
Tabloid, politics, demonstration, arrest, test.
Okay, can you choose one for me, please?
Well, I choose politics, and it means activity using power in public life.
Activity using what?
Power in public.
Okay, and can you put it into a sentence for me, please?
Yes, he's thinking of going politics.
Thinking of going into politics. Perfect. Good sentence. Thank you very much, Hung. Okay, Jin. Can you
Yes.
read the words for me, please?
Yes, tabloid, published, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Protest. Protest.
Protest.
Okay. And can you please choose one?
I would like to define the number one. Tabloid.
Good.
Tabloid. It means newspapers in a small format.
Yes.
Newspapers
And can you put into a sentence for me?
Nowadays, a few people read tabloid.
Oh, nowadays, less people read the tabloids. Less people. We all go on the internet. All the 20-year-olds. That's a good sentence. Thank you very much, Chen. Thank you. Huang, can you read the
Yes.
words for me, please?
Yes, sure. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
And which one would you like to choose?
I choose arrest. Arrest means if the police arrest someone, they take them away to ask them about a crime that they might be committed.
Yes, that's a good one. And can you please put it into a sentence?
Yeah, and the sentence is a burglar was arrested because of breaking into the house.
Perfect. Very good, Huang. Very good sentence. Easy to understand, nice and clear. An, can you read all the words for me, please?
Yes. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Okay, and choose one of the words for me.
Yes, I would like to choose protest.
Protest. Okay, what does it mean?
Protest means to say or do something to show that somebody disagree or disapprove of something.
Yes, that's right. To protest, to disagree, to not agree with what's going on. Okay, can you please put into a sentence for me?
Yes. The employees protest to oppose company's politics, new politics.
Okay, the employees
Protested.
Yes, protested. That's right. The employees protested for the new company's policies. Well done. Okay, Trang, you get one more word. You can get to tell me what demonstrated means, please.
Demonstrate had the same meaning with sorry, I read it. The citizen, if there is a demonstration, it means that the citizen in that nation make a street to against the government.
Demonstration means like put it also on display, because if you were selling perfume and you put all your perfume on the table, you have a perfume demonstration. I want to demonstrate, maybe not perfume, but demonstrate how this works. Sometimes if you go to the supermarket, somebody is giving a demonstration on the new product or on the new mop or how something works. So demonstration is to show how something works. Okay, can you please put it into a sentence for me? Demonstration.
Does have the same meaning with display?
Sorry?
Does demonstration have the same meaning with display?
Has the same meaning with
Display.
Can you type the last word you're saying? I'm not sure. This is what it says from Google for demonstration, or from display. Yeah, like display. an act of showing that something exists or is true by giving proof or evidence. Okay, that is one meaning for demonstration. Okay.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So it's different than display, because display you just look, display you just have a look at it, but demonstrate you give proof, you show how it works. So maybe there's a new food processor, and you just, if it was on display, you can look at it, but when you have a demonstration, you put the things inside and you show how it works.
Okay, I will understand. Then the sentence is, if you want me to trust you about what you are telling, so give me the demonstration.
Yes. And also, because we're talking about the news and politics, people can do a demonstration when they can go in the street with signs and they protest, okay? So they protest, which there's another word here saying that they are on demonstration. So they are giving proof or evidence that they do not agree with what's happening. So they're giving evidence they do not agree. They're having a demonstration. It's two words. We use it for both things, but it's a bit hard. Okay, idioms. We have call off. Okay, this is our first idiom, which means to cancel something, to decide that something will not happen. Okay, we also have be bad news for somebody or something, which means to likely to be cause problems. And we have the other one for the good news, be good news for somebody or something, which is to likely to be helpful or give an advantage. So make a sentence using one of the given phrases or idioms. Cut in interest rates is good news for homeowners. Okay, it is good news for, and for who? For homeowners. Okay, whose microphone's open? Trang, you get to go first. Can you make a sentence?
The new law about testing a foreigner to buy house in Vietnam is a good news for foreigners.
Yes, it's good news for foreigners. That's excellent. Perfect. Thank you, Trang. Hang.
Oh, we have to call off the barbecue because it's raining.
Oh, you have to call off the barbecue because it's raining. Perfect. Thank you. Jen.
The electric laboratory, the electric library is good news for students.
The electricity, what is good news for students?
The electric library is good news for the students.
Oh, the electricity library is good news for the students. Okay, I don't know this. Do you have an electricity library in Vietnam? Jin?
Yeah.
Library. It mean that you can go there and all the electricity is free. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew this before.
Yeah, in some universities, the electricity libraries is good news for students.
We don't have them in Australia, so I've never. Trang wants you to prove this. Demonstrate equals to prove. Yes, demonstrate equals prove. That's good. Okay, so electricity library. So this is something new. I never heard of this before. Okay, thank you very much, Chin. Okay, let's go back here. Luong.
Yes. The boss required his secretary to call off an appointment.
Boss required his secretary to call off an appointment. Perfect. Excellent sentence. Thank you. Okay, An.
The president decided to increase farewell is a good news for people.
The president decided
to improve farewell. That is good news for people.
for people. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, Anne, we're going to start with you with today's structures. And I looked at this one before we started, and it's a little bit more confusing. We have the words either has or have, okay? So you've got to put them into the sentence. And then we have the words either just or already. And then we have a past particle, okay? So maybe for this sentence, the subject is the strike, okay? The strike. And then we go has just, so we choose that, has just been, past participle is been called off. So the strike has just been called off. Okay, I need you to fill in the gaps for number 1, please. The terrorist, and you say what has to go in there.
Yes. The terrorist has already questioned by the police.
The terrorist has, that's correct, already. Now we need a past participle. Has already been
questioned by the police.
Yes, that's right. So we put in here the terrorist has. We don't say have. We say the terrorist has already been questioned by the police. Very good, Anne. Thank you very much. Okay. Go on. Can you do number 2, please?
Yes. The strike has already been last 3 weeks.
Okay. So now this is where we have to explain the difference. We've done that one. Strike has, that's correct, already lasted 3 weeks. We don't need been, okay? We don't need to put been. The strike has already lasted, I would say more than 3. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Plus somebody. Yeah, the strike has already lasted 3 weeks. Oh, I know why. Because I'm trying to work out why they did the sentence that way. Because we're talking about the past, okay? Because the strike already happened for 3 weeks, so it has already lasted. So we don't have to have a something in the past because we're already talking about the past. So we just have the strike has already lasted 3 weeks. Okay, then we go on to Chin. Number 3, please, Chin.
Okay. A new report on allergies have just published.
No, a new report on allergies has.
Have.
No, has.
Yeah, has just
been published. Has just been published. A new report on allergies has just been published because it's just happened, okay? So it's just been. See, this one here was 3 weeks ago. This one has just happened. It just happened, so it's just been published. It is a bit confusing, isn't it, a little bit, these sentences? Well, it's not confusing for me, but I think for you guys to learn and understand, it is. Yes. And I practiced this one before I came on, and this one I think is a mistake. So we think we'll just do 5 and 6. We won't, and we'll talk about the last one all together. So Hung, can you do number 5 for me, please? Prime Minister.
Have just arrived.
Prime Minister has just arrived. That's an easy one. Okay.
Arrived.
The D on the end, arrived. He has just arrived. See, same when we put just publish, we put just published and just arrived. We could put, instead of just, we could put the Prime Minister has already arrived. We could put that there as well. That would be the difference. Okay, and we'll do Trung. You've got
three men have just been arrested.
Yay! 3 men have just, that's a good one. Okay. Now, I'm going to open all the microphones at the same time and we'll see if we can do this one together because I got confused. Okay, scientists. What does everybody think here?
Scientists have just
Have. That's right. So scientists,
expert.
we put have, just,
found.
but we don't. I think this is a mistake. Found.
Found.
That's right.
Found.
Yeah, it should be found, not find, because they have just found the gene that
Has caused
has caused asthma.
asthma.
Perfect. Yes,
Cause
that's good. When scientists have just found the gene that has caused asthma. Yeah, this one I'm sure this. We don't say have just find, have already find. We don't say that. They found it because they found the gene. Okay, well done. Now we have conversation. So I will leave the microphone open for, I will close Trang and Hang and Jin and Huang. Can you please have a conversation? The topic is, do you think that news is necessary? Why or why not? And in your opinion, can news influence the way people behave? So An, ask one question one, and listen to Huang's answer. And then Huang, you ask question 2 to An and listen to An's answer. Okay, go ahead, please.
Yes.
Hello, Hương.
Hi, how are you
Yes.
today?
I'm fine. Thank you. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. Nice to meet
Yes.
you.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
who do you
So,
think that news is necessary?
Okay, I will answer. Yes, I do. News is necessary for our daily life. For example, politics news give us what is going on in over the world. Or daily news about health, food, fashion, sport, which satisfies people in a demand. So I think we need up-to-date news every day to catch the world tendency.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you think?
Yes, I think news is an essential part for me and for people now. And I think the news influence the way people behave. Because as you said that news inform us what is going on now, like the rise of the goods or the tendency or the weather. So news have to name or inform us and we read news and we can prepare well for something is happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Then I think some tips how to successful at work, how to become a wonderful woman, or how to build a happy families, etc. A lot of scientists and experts research and share in the newspaper and magazine, and then people believe in that, and it's likely to be a right direction. So they imitate what they have read. So their behavior might be changed gradually. So that's my opinion.
Thank you both
Yes.
very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I just wanted to say to Huang,
Yes,
just say the word necessary for me.
necessary.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, in the conversation, use it necessary. Okay, perfect. Okay, Jin and Hung, can you please welcome each other and start talking?
calling Miss Hằng.
Hello. Hello, team.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
What do you think?
Hung, can you go closer to the microphone so we can hear you, please?
Miss Hằng, please. Miss Hằng, please go ahead.
Yes. Do you think that news is necessary?
Yes, in my opinion, I think news is very necessary to me because I often see some news on in uh, in the internet about politics tendencies. Because if I know some policies, I can I can I can follow I can follow this because I think the government always change the policy and the tendency for our society. And I think when I see news day by day, I can catch uh, the world tendencies, especially something is helpful to me. Yeah. And you? Do you think the news is necessary to you?
I think
Necessary. Necessary.
Yes.
All of you, yeah, it's necessary. That's how we pronounce it. That's exactly what I said Huong. But yeah, you put it, when you put it in the sentence, we like this, necessary. Okay, that's how we say it, necessary. Okay, go ahead, please.
well, I think news is one of my part of my life. And I read news every day to know because I'm learning about accounting and I need to know maybe the government had some new law or new rule for the accountant. Yes, so that I update news every day. And also, I think news is provide for us knowledge about everything about life, about health, about products, or about I think very essential for everybody.
Yes, and is the opinion can news influence the way you behave?
Um, news influence everybody mind taste behave because just for example in the politics when the candidate want to everybody what everybody vote for them they will use news yeah, write some news for her so that everybody read about him and maybe vote for him. That is what will affect uh, everybody vote.
Okay, thank you both very much. Thank you, that was good. And we have one more left to go, is Chung. Chung, I'll ask you, do you think that news is necessary?
Yes, I think it's very essential for our life today. Without news, somebody cannot do anything, and because it is the news is very valuable in some markets, such as stock market. We need to update the news day, hours by hours to get what happened, and we need to give to have some decision from the
Do
news.
you think the news can influence the way that people behave?
Yes, they can impact our life very much because if some rule can happen that can change your life, can change your opportunity. It's such as some companies have open some employment position. You can apply to that company and this maybe change your life. So I think we need to update the news every day.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Chang. Okay. Coming up to the class finishing. Your marks are all very similar because I think you're all very clear and very easy to understand, okay? I think I've given everybody, I can understand nearly 98% of your words, okay? So I've given all of you very clear, very clear, very clear. Chin and Huong both had necessary. I didn't put on here, but this is just so you can practice that. Probably all of you, I think you can say it when you read it, but when you put it into a sentence, we say necessary, okay? Look, everybody, clear, 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 clear. Okay, Huong, I thought you had excellent vocabulary, and there was a couple of words that you used that I thought, wow, she's very, very good at the vocabulary. Okay, 8 out of 10, pretty much all the same, I think. I'm going to give you an extra point because I think that yours, I didn't write down the words that you said, but I was quite impressed with your vocabulary. And I like it when I get a class like this, everybody's equal. Great conversation, very good, great conversation. Shall I take that off there? Great conversation. Look, everybody hung. I don't know why. You were just as good as everybody else. So today's mark's very similar. We have to mark you. They like us to give you a mark. You like to receive a mark. I always think you are all learning English. You can speak a language more than what I can speak it. I can't speak any Vietnamese. So I think you're doing very well. And there's not much for you to practice. I find the words that I can't hear is just I don't get to see your mouth moving. I think if we're in the same room, I can understand you that little bit better when you can watch somebody's face. But otherwise, great students. I was lucky. A good class today. Okay, what we gained. We learned about vocabulary related to news. Call off the bad news or be good news, and the has, have, and the just already. Okay, that's what we learned. Has, have, just already. And we had discussions about the news. We learned about the First Amendment, which I think is not important because that's American, so it's not Australian, it's not Vietnamese, but it just means that we are allowed to say what we believe. Okay? Take note of what you need to improve. The only word today was necessary. I think the rest of you, you have a slight accent with some words, but I can understand you. I think that's fine. If anybody wants to do homework, if you like to do homework, I don't know if you like it. There's the homework today. You can do weather and geography, discussing the weather, and present perfect versus simple past. Okay, I just quickly open your microphone. I'd like to say thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your class today. We learned all about the news. It's good to know everybody's using the internet. And I do think that the internet gives you clearer because you can type in your own language, but everybody gets to see it. You're not just one country anymore. The world is coming together and we get world news. Okay, that's the class finished. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later next time. Ciao.
Good teacher and everyone.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, each other.